Hello, this is Rix's Prime, and this is the 24th round of the Hunger Games Balderdash. This is the last me on it, so I have to do the kill champion. And the combatants are Burger for Souls, Giorni Carnation of Brawn, Bubbles from Angry Birds, a Cane Toad, Cat Red Dwarf, Chun-Li, CJ for Regan Show, DC Cyborg, Dr. Evil, an Ender Dragon, Galactus, Garmador, Disney's Hercules, Kevin from Up, Maui, who's another Disney character. So, yeah, I've actually put several Disney characters on. Since I'm at this stage, I'm actually running out of franchises that I want to be represented in Hunger Games that I haven't already done, I feel like I should have had Disney characters in all the rounds in Hunger Games. There was still a few that I really wanted to put on here, and so somehow from Moana, Mantis from Kung Fu Panda. I actually did a bit of on this bash. I was good a bit to skip on it, but then I realised I've already put him in the Hunger Games of Balderdash. You can't have a returning combatant in the main series, so you have to only come back in either the Killer of Killers or Champion of Champions. Marvel's Rhino, Q, a Spotted, I think of the homing one there. Spons, Stitch, Thomas the Tank Engine for amusement's sake, a Flomp, and Wreckage Ralph. So, go. It's the tribute sounds on Oppo to the horns. Galdor runs away, Bubble runs away, also away, Cat runs away. It came to convinces the Spider George to not only to go. Instead, so he convinces. Does it find that that is the Cane Toad already dead? Or did the Cane somehow manage to kill the Spotted Droid? I'm actually not sure here. Brawn, Booger, Maui, and Stitch. They're opening the gaps for running. Rhino runs away. Hercules runs away. Ralph runs away. If a Thwomp and Cyborg fights for bags, Cyborg gets up over a tree, so especially it couldn't destroy the Thwomp. Thomas grabs a shovel, even though he doesn't have any arms. Galactus finds a bow about as a quiver, which he doesn't need. He's colossal in size, he's personally in the base. Dr. runs away. The Ender Dragon sees a chance sort of conquer, which it can't use. So it has an answer, doesn't need since it has Q sees a trident. So it's the cornucopia. Chun-Li runs away. Mantis runs away. Kevin finds a bag for camping equipment, which you won't be able to use. Spons runs away. So flies away. CJ runs away. Mantis goes hunting. Hercules tends to collect wounds. Okay, when it gets maybe one. I don't think he has any healing ability. Mal receives fresh from an unknown sponsor. Thomas attacks CJ, but she manages to escape. Okay. Rhino, Garmadon, Thwomp, and Stitch holds over tributes. Q also talks to him while isn't looking. Ralph collects roots from a tree. Chun-Li holds over tributes. Cyborg overhears Boog and a Cane Toad talking in the distance. So, okay, the kid somehow managed to kill the Spider Droid. And I think it's even more ridiculous if it was the homings. Way bigger than it. goes hunting. Braun receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Ender receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Kevin throws a knife into Bubbles' chest. Well, it doesn't really have a chest. It just... It's not just a head. So pretty much... So then also... Since it doesn't have any arms, so I just had to pick it up and just launch it. Just burst him there. Spons makes slingshots. 2 characters go to the distance. A perfect spider droid and Bubbles from Angry Birds. Hercules is the sight of where he is. Booger sets up camp for the night. Thomas and Fob hold hands even though they don't have them. So it's just sort of rapid faces, I suppose. Galactus questions sanity. Mantis cues Stitch and Maui track down and kill the Ender Dragon. They all work together to kill it. Not. But, I mean, the Ender Dragon would be pretty difficult to kill, so I guess there's several combatants, including options for Gyarados killing George from Rampage. It's, the Ender Dragon's now dead. CJ thinks about winning. Brawl sees a hatch on no sponsor, which he does indeed. So Gary's already, physically strong. Dorothy tries to sing herself to sleep. Kate sees a fire but stays hidden. And Cyborg's trap kills Chun-Li. Okay, what's a what trap? Don't know, but Chun-Li's now dead. Kevin managed to take... killing him. Okay. For Robert, there's nothing I wasn't sure. Cat tends to his wounds. Garmadon receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Ron is unable to satisfy Ceasefire's wolf, and sponsors awoken by nightmares. If Bob attacks Kato, but it manages to escape, which is interesting. Thomas sees medical supply, so which he wouldn't be able to. Again, he doesn't have any arms or hands. CJ tries high ground. Maui pegs were brought to kill him. He refuses keeping him alive. Runner discards a river. Stitch practice Archie, even though it doesn't need it. It's physical as he is. Hercules chases Kevin. Booger discards a river. Cat makes a slingshot. And Galactus kills Q with a weapon. Doesn't have a weapon. I think Galactus just should eat Q up, which I mean wouldn't really be, and Q wouldn't have that much nutritional value. I don't think he would be able to change. So but it might be a point. Which I mean doesn't have a weapon. It was as far as I'm aware of, Q's dead. So. Matter sees smoke rise in the distance, decide not to investigate. Spont scares Garmadon off. Okay. It's interesting to scare Garmadon away. Cyborg's dog stocks are evil. 4 cash shots head in the distance. Ender Dragon, Chun-Li, Wreck-It Ralph, and Q. And I think I should mention that it would have actually been with several Disney characters. There is actually a good chance one to win, but of course one of them is now dead. Gardo tries to sing herself to sleep. Cat screams for help. Cyborg fends Mantis, Hercules, and Brawn away from his fire. Kevin, Thomas, and Ryan cheerfully sing songs together. Galactus accidentally so that's why we're trying to. It's one. Why would he need a landmark? to make a landmine, he could blow. How do my... That's why, unless he managed to make a... That's, just as big as the planet. It's... Surely the lava would just be able to blow up the entire arena, killing everyone. It's... that's embarrassing. Stitch bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Okay, half of the competitors are now dead, so might not actually be that a Disney character wins. While he thinks about winning, CJ takes sponsors food, killing him. Doctor informs sleeping shifts. Kane turned to the Booger hold hands. Rhino diverts my attention runs away. Gordon tries to throw fish for Chargent. Cyborg throws a knife into his head rather than just shooting him. Okay, that. A flop, Kevin, Ron as a K trades Thomas's cat while he's hunting. Doctor sees smoke rise at the distance, decides not to investigate. Hercules scares Maui off. Okay, so there we go, scaring each other. Boog stalks CJ. Oh, another set of 4 characters occurs in the distance. Galactus, Stitch, Spons, and cats from Red Dwarf. Boog attests his wounds. Cyborg bends for a cane toad to kill him? Must be killed by a cane toad of all things. But it refuses keeping him alive. Garmadon and Hercules work together to drown Rhino. Wow. He's now dead. I'm sure Hercules will be able to just kill them. It's something going on. Wow, so Goldic as well. Doctor Evil, Maui, and CJ starts fighting, but Maui was where he kills CJ. Okay. I feel like it would have made a bit more sense if Doctor Evil was the one running away and Maui's the one who killed CJ. Thomas receives exposed to an unknown source, which wouldn't be able to use. Mantis convinces Ron to snuggle with him. A thought thinks about home. Okay, this is Bowser, who will die in one of the earlier rounds, embarrassingly by Zippy of all characters. Karen sees a hatchet on her spots. And hold it in her beak. Hercules sees smoke rise in the distance, decides not to investigate. Thomas points his golden streak, but mistakes it for his own and dies. I guess that to be from Stroller, but it doesn't have be able to poison it. Yeah, but it's from embarrassing death. So. Cyborg, a cane toad, a thump, and broad hunts over tribute. While we discuss the river, Doctor and sponsor, Kevin chases Booger. Mantis leaves exposed for an unknown sponsor. 3 catch-outs heard in the distance. Marvel's Rhino, CJ for regular show, and Thomas the tank engine. A flop, Garbodon, Brawn, and Kevin sleeping shifts. Mantis sets up camp for the night. And Kato acquires a tree to rest. But Booger severely slices Cyborg with his sword. I guess it wouldn't be able to kill Cyborg. So I guess it would make sense to with the sword. Doctor requires he harms. Hercules destroys Maui's supplies while he's asleep. Booger and Maui track down and kill the Thwomp. They maybe use the sword Or maybe just use the slide to kick the fob in its face so then Maui he can destroy it. It cane-toed fishes. Mantis sees a hatchet for an unknown sponsor. There's Kung Fu. Doctor just higher ground. Garbodor stalks Hercules. Kevin's trap kills Brawn. I think I can already tell Kevin is probably the combatant with the highest kill count. So, but that could change, or it could be wrong there. Find out at the end. That's okay. Well, Kevin's trap would be that would lead Brawn to die. Another trio of cannon shots go to the distance. DC Cyborg, a Fop, and it's the dual incarnation of Brawn. Gardner stays awake all night. Maui sees clean walls for an unknown sponsor. Mantis thinks about winning. Ikato repeatedly stabs Hercules to tip the size. How did Ikato manage to kill the devil for size? That's so I got Ikato King 2 capacity that she wouldn't actually be able to kill. Kevin thinks about home. Booger goes to sleep, and Dr. Evil quietly hums. The feast. The corner carries the fresh of food supplies, survivors for the tributes' families. Mant said he can't decide not to go to the feast. Garbage choice Maui's memoirs out of spite. Okay. Kevin decides not to go to the feast along with Booger, and Dr. Evil dies from infection. Oh, Maui, Kevin, Akato, and Gordon tracked down and killed Mantis. That's way more ridiculous. Well, so one of the skippers would be able to just kill. So for maybe Kev for there to kill Mantis, and Big only fell to a pit and died. Well, four characters head in the distance. Disney's Hercules, Dr. Evil, Artist of Kung Fu Panda, and Mixels. Ikato defeats Mao in a fight but spares his life? Ow? Kevin starts a fire. Again? How? Gardor questions his sanity. Gardor's special water source. Ikato something. Mark Souls Arena. And Kevin attempts a climate treatment force for death? Can't do that. It doesn't have any flexible enough lids. I think it would be that it's just a regular tree. You're just stupid not to try climbing up it, but then fell, broke some bones and died. Going to be the stupidly tall tree. The small cat shots in the distance. Kevin from up. I've got a few combatants left now. Ikato and Maui hold hands. So those are the three remaining combatants. Game Toad, Maui, and Lord Garmadon. I said say Garmadon if you think it's when eventually, well, he would be the evil side of it would be resurrected. Garmadon smiles, attention runs away. Kato sees fresh food on its sponsor. Okay, none of the characters die this time. Maya looks at the night sky, and the Kato somehow managed to start Garmadon. It's not flexible enough for that. Why is the Kato's kill count this impressive? I mean, if it's again, it's killing combatants that it wouldn't be able to kill. And then it's stupid not to try climbing up a tree, fell to its death. So, okay, well, it's two shots, got on. So, a Disney character did win after all. Maui from Moana. And so the only Disney character to win around in the Balderdash, and since this is the last main episode, is the only one. So he won with 3 kills. Kato got 4 kills. Gardar got 2 kills. Kevin actually got the same amount of kills as the Cane Toad, 4. Booger got 2 kills. Magus got 1 kill, along with Dr. Evil and Hercules. Raw and Devon didn't get any kills. Cyborg got 2 kills. Thomas didn't get any kills. CJ got 1 kill. Rhino, Cat, Spot, and Spons didn't get any kills. Stitch, Galactus, and Q got 1 kill. Who else didn't get any kills? It's just the K last longest, so it's got the last confirmed combatant for the kill of killers, another animal. And there we go, that's the main start. So next time I'm going to be doing the killer of killers. So to all have mixed.